All right, before you do anything, you must subscribe to my channel right now.
I am begging you.
Please subscribe.
I have not listened to the song. However, when it's been requested, people have said that it's about an avoidant attachment style because if you are new here, I am a therapist. So I have my own reaction and I share personal things, but I always do bring in, my experience as a therapist to my reaction in the song. So it's not unusual for there to be something about attachment styles. I'm looking forward to hearing how this is about an avoidant attachment style. And before I start, I thought it might be kind of cool to just refresh everyone. Avoidant attachment style typically develops in your childhood. And this is usually a result of having a primary caregiver that really doesn't show much care or love to you outside of, meeting your basic needs. You might be wondering, okay, what does that look like though as you get older? Well, it's somebody who is really uncomfortable with, emotional intimacy or getting really close. They have to have their own autonomy. They have to feel independent. They can't feel closed in. So they typically avoid emotional closeness. They feel very uncomfortable with it. But that doesn't mean that they don't desire it. They very much do desire it. But since they didn't have it from their caregiver, they feel as if, if they did get it, it would be taken away. So they often don't trust other people. It's very, very hard to gain their trust. And you'll see this sometimes in people who it will be really good at the very beginning of the relationship. But once they start to develop feelings, they're like, oh no, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. Avoidant attachment style people, they're great at the beginning of a relationship. They're wonderful because there's no label, so they're happy about that. Once it starts to turn a little bit where the other person's needing something from them for the relationship to be defined or emotional support, it could be something very little or something very big. They kind of can't handle it and they'll go MIA. And they're those kind of people that could just deny the importance of feelings and what they're actually feeling. They don't want to acknowledge how they feel because that means that they could be getting close to someone. Partners will often accuse them of being distant or closed off or cold. The biggest thing is that they withdraw. I think that it can really hurt another person, especially if it's an anxious attachment style person who loves the avoidant. They'll often, get hurt and wonder what's wrong with them, but it really has nothing to do with them. It might even be proof that they really care about the person, the fact that they're pulling away because they're afraid of it. They're afraid to get in too deep. Okay, just went off on a tangent. Sorry about that. All right, let's get into the bolter. Have not even listened yet, and I have already been talking for I don't know how long.
By all accounts, she almost drowned when she was 6 in frigid water. And I can confirm she made a curious child, ever reviled by everyone except her own father.
Oh my gosh, attachment style! What did I just say about this? Basically, develops in childhood whenever you have a primary caregiver, either mother or father typically, primary caregiver that doesn't give you love or attention outside of your basic needs. So if she fell into frigid water when she was 6 years old, that means that she was likely neglected and that she wasn't being watched, and that's why she fell in. She's saying everybody loved her except for her father, because typically avoidant attachments are very, not all of them, but a lot of them I would say would be charismatic, or people really like them because they're really great when it comes to first impressions and getting to know people at the beginning, but then it changes when you get close. Okay, so yes.
Loving this. Love it.
With a quite bewitching face, splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless, excellent fun till you get to know her. Then she runs like it's a race. Behind her back, her best mates laughed, and they nicknamed her the Bolter.
Oh, I get it, bolter, like you bolt, you're running away. When I heard bolter, I thought of an actual bolt and screwing a bolt in. I did not think about running away. I don't know why. Interesting, splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless. What was I saying before? I feel like I've worked with a lot of people that are more anxious attachment styles that have been hurt by avoidant attachment styles. But I have had some avoidant ones before, and yeah, it's too much, and they can come across as just like not being kind, but it's truly like they just can't handle it once someone really gets to know them. I think that they spend a lot of time, wearing a mask. They know what they can do for society to like them and to move through in the world, but if you have to like show the vulnerable side, it's not gonna happen.
Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening. Ended with the slam of a door, then he'll call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she was leaving, it felt like breathing.
Yep. Okay. I have a lot more to say, but I want to listen a little bit more.
All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. He was a cat.
Okay, so she's basically comparing a relationship to pretty much like dying. She wants to get out of the relationship so she doesn't die. Like she's drowning. It's like symbolizing feeling like you're drowning in the water. Having a man call her a whore, it's like he probably felt used or fell for her. Oh, we shouldn't keep meeting like this. I think that it's like somebody really into her and she just can't do it. A lot of times, instead of thinking deeply and critically about the complexity of emotions and people, a lot of times we just go for the easy thing and just call her a whore and just expect that there's someone else, or that she wants to cheat, or she wants to sleep around, and that's like not the case. Or it's just the easy thing to say to blame her. Also, Taylor with all the F words, all right.
Out alive. He was a cat, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter.
Okay, Cad is like a disrespectful man, especially toward women. So she's saying he was already like that and like a good trophy hunter. Trophy hunting, I despise with all of my being. I hate it. It's basically people who go out and they hunt wild animals or endangered animals as sport.
It's just for fun.
And then they hang their dead head on their wall as like it's a trophy, just to be like, yeah. I mean, I kind of want to say something crass here, so I'm sorry to my mom that I'm going to say this on the internet, but I'm just like, yeah. I feel like if you have to do that, you're overcompensating for something that you have very little of. Sorry, but that's what it does. It screams that to me. It does.
And she likes the way it tastes, taming a bear, making him care, watching him jump, then pulling him under. And at first blush, this is fate, when it's all roses, portrait poses, Central Park Lake and tiny rowboats. What a charming Saturday, that's when she sees the littlest leaks down on the floorboards, and she just knows she must bolt.
Oh, I love it, the way like the scene she's painting is that, she likes the attention, and she's fallen right into knowing what he wants, and also that she likes it. I think she very much likes it. But here they're in the tiny rowboats, Central Park, on the water. That makes me feel like someone's gonna propose, or it's something very romantic. Maybe it's meaning that the relationship's developing and becoming deeper, and so she's like, oh, I gotta get out of here. But I like the imagery of holes in the boat and being like, time to get out of it. Jumping ship.
Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening.
It makes me think of Getaway Car.
Ended with the slam of a door, then he'll call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she was leaving, it felt like breathing. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. It drive one evening. And I went the slam of a door, but she's got the best stories. You can be sure that as she was leaving, it felt like freedom. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive.
A relationship and it getting serious is just signaling to her like, danger, danger, danger. You're gonna go into the water. That is, it's freedom to her. It's breathing. It's surviving. Is getting away from it. I love what she's just saying, that off to the races, like it's great and it's wonderful, and she's drawing aces. It's like she cannot lose, and it's going all the right way, and then at some point it just turns. Wow. Okay, that was really, really good. I love that song, and I love that it's connected so much to psychology. Thank you all for that. Thank you for that recommendation, because that was really, really fun. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this. You take care.